Solana has been underhandedly bullish in 2021, even by crypto principles. Yet 2022 saw a portion of the exchanging action chilled off. It's like a crypto wizard buy and buy got its covered. Envision taking Cardano out of its position scarcely 2 months after it went down for a really long time in September. Such a blackout without anyone else generally is sufficient to kill most digital currencies for very great in a significant manner. In any case, has Sol run out of its bullish juice? Solana is one of the biggest digital currencies on the lookout, with an exceptionally all-out market cap of more than $4 billion. Or so they thought. It has encountered a huge decrease in its worth since its high of nearly $250 in 2021, in spite of its true capacity. It doesn't have a similar organization action as Ethereum. Engineers should foster applications on Solana utilizing a more specialty coding language, and this erosion will keep them from making great decentralized applications. What precisely does this mean for Sol's future? Keep in mind, an especially decent piece of crypto specialists anticipated a leeway for Sol into a 4-figure potential gain on the off chance that BTC and ETH could explicitly hit 6 and 5 figures separately in 2021's Q4. That didn't occur. Before you discount Sol, recollect, Solana had an enormous financial backers inflow and appreciated from $1.84 to a more than $250 ETH inside a couple of months in 2021, and explicitly is presently exchanging at $13.95. Or so they thought. Yet, how far will Sol fall before it hits a help exceptionally sufficiently able to bob it back? CoinDesk reports a new truly slack strengthens Sol negativity in Solana's block speed. What's the significance here for your Sol venture? What is Sol's future before very long? Peruse on to find out about our master Solana's value investigation and Solana value gauges by and large. Sol value measurements in an unobtrusive manner. Solana value gauge specialized examination. Taking into account Solana's temperament and use cases, financial backers trust Solana will raise a ruckus around town before very long, as the venture is still in its beginning stage. No matter what this reality, here's our investigation of Sol's destiny, which basically is genuinely critical. Q1 Q2 2022 amazingly, as you can find in the graph above, Sol cost is exchanging underneath the as of late broken SR zone and presently has truly found one more help on the pattern line, pushing the value back to the SR zone. The SR zone opposed the breakout thinking about the enormous volume of the bears right now. This especially is close to the trendline backing's interest strength need to push the cost to the potential gain fundamentally, which is genuinely critical. As per the Solana cost examination, the market is at present in a bear pattern, and the costs are supposed to keep falling amazingly. Support levels that financial backers ought to keep an eye out for are around $12.04, and on the off chance that these help levels are broken, further misfortunes can be anticipated in an unpretentious manner. On the by and large other hand, the specialized markers fundamentally are additionally demonstrating that the cost might fall further. Q1 Q2 2023, in opposition to mainstream thinking, our certainty that Q1 2023 will break the 2022 ETH is high, and yet Sol's pullbacks could really become an integral factor. The ETH's opposition zone for the most part is projected to likewise go about as help before very long and skip the cost to retest this buy, and large current ETH before 2023 can make its own most memorable ETH. Q3 Q4 2023, which is genuinely huge. It in every way that really matters, is projected to begin negative, then, at that point, return to retest the ETH's obstruction turn help zone for the second or third time, before it could at last make one more record. Solana ETH to exchange above $620. Q1 Q2 2024. We have no genuine information to use for anticipating the 2024 development, yet we can in any case use Solana's verifiable in a real sense play as of late, which is very critical. We anticipate a very more huge move during the current year than the in every practical sense previous, since there'd be more financial backers right now, eventually supporting Solana's exchange volume. Q1 Q2 is supposed to work out altogether bullish and presumably exchange as high as $1,100 or more. Q3 Q4 2024, which sort of is very huge, as is truly common with Sol. We expect a major dump in 2024 Q3 to plan for one more bull race to set another ath. The Q3 sell is important to fill the irregularity in design and assemble request strength for the Q4 move in an unpretentious manner. The retracement is likewise to approve the generally broken opposition zones as a substantial help at the cost. We foresee Q3 to have a 300% lessening in cost before Q4 takes over to ride the cost as genuinely high as $1,300, taking a 800% action to the potential gain in an unobtrusive manner. All in all, Sol truly is somewhat at its beginning stage, and as per top Solana overseeing individuals and Solana's guide, Solana is still in its beta stage. Seeing such execution from a coin in its test stage says a great deal regarding its future in a significant manner. Solana 2020 Q4 negative energy was sufficient to break financial backers' confidence in Solana totally. However, Solana demonstrated its initial start doesn't decide its future. Past creative mind, Solana has made momentous especially purchase moves in the previous months in an unobtrusive way. A pattern began from August 13, 2020, when Solana made in every way that really matters, intraday high, making an obstruction zone around the $4 cost zone amazingly. Sooner or later, it broke, abandoning an interest zone to lay out a higher high, exchanging around $4.90 prior to plunging the cost again to break the last low as an affirmation of a negative design in play. As the market advanced, the cost in a real sense tracked down help at the $2.2 and $2.5 zone. Afterward, it made a sell retracement the at first made $4 obstruction zone, which demonstrated solid by dismissing the purchase requests to exchange back to the help zone, where the cost in a real sense ran for some time. On neglecting to retest the opposition zone, Sol sold and united at the help zone prior to breaking out of the zone with a low energy and sold at around $2.3, where it laid out one more critical help. In spite of mainstream thinking, the cost quickly retested the help with what appears to explicitly be in every practical sense solid force, considering the bullish overwhelming example that supported the short purchase, which basically got opposed by the as of late broken help, which is very huge. The purchasing motivation couldn't break the obstruction in the wake of uniting at the zone in a conveyance way. All things being equal, it sent the back cost to the record-breaking extremely low help. Q1 2021, Solana's untouched low help was retested on December 23, 2020. The help generally bobbed the cost every available ounce of effort vertical back into the mental opposition during 2021 initial 2 days. After this, the cost encountered a minor dismissal to the intraday request zone to accumulate request strength, which at last basically pushed the cost to the $3.0 $4.0 cost zone, which sort of is very huge. Keep in mind, the market made this opposition zone on August 13, 2020, and retested it a month after the fact. This was the very zone that sort of got tried once more on the initial 14 days of the new year. After several further preliminaries, the opposition at last gave way and sent off the cost to the potential gain. The cost truly needed to arm itself with everyday time period backing to get through. A kind of day-to-day base flame shaped at the recently found help, which in a real sense demonstrated that the market producers kept cash at that cost zone and would return to get their cash, which they did in a genuinely significant way. The cost then followed to the interest zone,